TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okmade and this is Africa Now. South Africa will feel the impact of the Russia-Ukraine conflict on food prices, but is also primed to benefit from it through maize exports, experts said on Tuesday. Commodity prices, including wheat and corn, have surged since Russia began its invasion of Ukraine on February 24. Russia and Ukraine account for about 29% and 19% of global wheat and maize exports, respectively. South Africa, a net exporter of maize, imports about 40% of its wheat. Lieutenant General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, son of Uganda's long-running President Yoweri Museveni, announced his retirement from the military on Tuesday. His move is widely seen as preparing the ground for a potential run for the presidency in 2026. Uganda law forbids soldiers from participating in politics. Prominent Sudanese politician Babika Faisal, a member of a task force working to dismantle the country's previous regime, was detained on Tuesday, his Unionist Association Party said in a statement. Most of the task force's most prominent members have been arrested recently on corruption charges following a call by military leaders for a review of its work after an October coup. In recent months, dozens of protesters against military rule have been killed by security forces and thousands injured in an ongoing wave of anti-coup demonstrations that swept the country since the military takeover. A prosecutor in Guinea has ordered the seizure of the assets of two Guinean businessmen of Lebanese descent who have been linked to funding militant group Hezbollah. Guinea's prosecutor Alphonse Charles Wright did not elaborate whether Ali Saidi and Ibrahim Taher were under arrest. The seizure order comes after the two were sanctioned by the U.S. Treasury for alleged money laundering and financing of terrorism over their links with the Iranian-backed Shia Islamist political and paramilitary group in Lebanon. Now the United States State Department has banned flamboyant Kenyan politician Mike Sonko and his family from traveling to the U.S. over allegations of corruption while in office. The U.S. said while Sonko was the governor of Kenya's capital Nairobi before he was impeached in December 2020, he solicited bribes and kickbacks in exchange for awarding government contracts to his associates. Sonko on Tuesday denied the allegations and said he was being targeted wrongly. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. More stories coming your way after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Health clinics in Zimbabwe are facing a crisis as increasing number of nurses leave the country in search of better prospects. Zimbabwe has long underpaid its public sector workers. The UK has been on a recruitment drive for medical professionals to plug its own staff shortages due to the impact of the pandemic and Brexit. The State Health Service Board said that just over 2,200 medical personnel left its services in 2021 alone. 900 of them were nurses. Using the hashtag Starlink for Eritrea, Twitter users, mainly those in the diaspora, have urged business magnate Elon Musk to provide his internet service to Eritrea after he donated Starlink to Ukraine following Russia's invasion. One of Africa's lowest rates of internet penetration at barely 1%, Eritrea has been isolated for 2 decades because of its lack of access to the internet. Musk's Starlink uses satellites in low orbit in space, not a fiber optic cable system to provide the internet. People need kits from SpaceX to access the signals. South African state-owned power utility Eskom said on Tuesday it would continue power cuts in the country until 5 a.m. local time on Saturday, as many of the power plant units broke down on Monday and are under repair. Under stage 2 load shedding, almost 2,000 megawatts of power generation capacity is off the grid, leading to at least 2 hours of power cuts daily at a predetermined time. 18 civilians were killed in Eastern DR Congo on Tuesday by a notorious ethnic militia called Codeco, which attacked a church building where displaced people had taken shelter, local and church sources said. The incident took place in the village of Kilo in deeply troubled Ituri province, they said. And in sports, an appeal has been made against Kenya's withdrawal from Women's African Cup of Nations qualifying by World Football Players Union and its counterparts in Kenya. The decision by Football Kenya Federation in January meant that Kenya's opponent, Uganda, were given a bye-through to the tournament, which will be held in Morocco in July. The appeal lodged at the Court of Arbitration for Sports on behalf of Kenya's women's side seeks to overturn the cancellation of the tie by the Confederation of African Football, CAF. And that is it on Africa Now. For more updates, visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Okwade. Thanks for watching.